Boom. Hello. Okay, so welcome back to the video. Today video is on WWE 2K20 my career mode. I came here because did this because we got to listen to the last episode and then we didn't got into it. But that was yesterday around 15 hours ago. I just looked when I uploaded it 15 hours ago. I tried to film it earlier, but I'm filming this at 11 right now, 11 a.m. And I've been up since like 5:36. And then this is cool.
Hey, I hope Brian over at the used car lot hooked you up with a good deal, because if he didn't, I could expose some skeletons in his closet. Or in his case, the trunks of the cars he sells. Literally. There might be bones in there. Anyway, good luck out there on your own. Actually, you don't need luck. As long as you keep that temper of yours in check, you'll be fine. Trey, on the other hand, well, he's gonna need a steady diet of 4-leaf clovers if he's gonna make it. All right, I need to get back to training the next crop of future WWE superstars. Keep in touch and make me proud. I know you will, at least.
God.
Denver, it's your mom and dad. I know we had some words the other night, but we wanted to let you know if you change your mind about things and want to come home, you're always welcome here.
Did you tell him the school said it's not too late to enroll for next semester?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard your mom, but she said it's not too late to get into school. Anyway, let us know if you want to talk. In the meantime, be safe out there.
So I didn't see a message about having dinner before you left town until this now, maybe some other time. Good luck. Oh baby. But let's continue the story.
Catching up on old times has been great, but we should really get going. Besides, shouldn't we save some of this for our speech later?
But we just got through all the boring backstory stuff. It really starts to pick up from here.
I'm down for more.
Hey guys, it's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not gonna start without you.
And even if they did, some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
Didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
So, they're in the Hall of Fame. Going to do speech, and then that's when this happens. Before the Hall of Fame, of course. Interesting.
So I just want to thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcer say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match.
Oh, I think we're gonna have a match. Okay.
Kipilo here, bringing you all the action from the home field of the Memphis Sliders.
And what bam?
I didn't expect to see Lita wrestle here tonight. But I also didn't expect my 27-year-old twin sons to still be living with me, so sometimes life throws you some real curveballs.
Red's got quite the temper on her. Actually reminds me of Sliders manager Tex Phillips. Did you know Tex once threw a bat at a fan who was razzing him? That was the last time his dad was ever allowed at a game. True story.
Boy.
And just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have two 27-year-old man children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a house fire.
Oh.
I've seen Red wrestle a few times, and she never disappoints. Unlike the new slider stew the stadium's serving up. Word of advice, unless you want your next bathroom trip to end in a rundown, I suggest you avoid it.
Get him, get him.
If Red can pull off the win over a WWE Hall of Famer like Lita, I guarantee she'll be getting a call up to the bigs in no time.
I live at 1 without getting hit.
Good match, Red.
She's gonna laugh when she turned on. And even got hit once, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button because I didn't get hit once. And hit the subscribe button because I didn't got hit once. I got.
I definitely knew Red's name after that night.
I was impressed Red was able to keep her composure and talk you into the match. Usually in those situations, she would lose her temper and go into hothead mode.
You're one to talk about keeping your composure after what you did that night.
Before my match, I have something very important I need to do. I've seen Ribby out here dancing with the kids all night, but I think I've got some pretty sweet moves myself, so how about Ribby and I find out who's better with the dance-off? All right, I'll go first. Hit me with some music.
Oh God. That's. Hey. Okay, no. That's just pretty good.
Okay, Ribby, top that. Okay, wait, I was holding back. Let me get another turn. Win the dance-off is on this list I have. I'm not crying. This was fixed. I demand a fair rematch.
What?
Hey, no one wants to see any more of your terrible dance moves. What they want to see is me kicking your ass. I mean, what kind of stupid name is Trey anyway? I think a better name would be Crossword, because you enter the ring vertically and you leave horizontally. I mean, with a name like that, your parents must be the type of people who, when you look into their eyes, you see the back of their heads.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't talk about my parents.
What's the matter? You should be proud of them, because I heard they created more tragedies than Shakespeare.
Did you come out here to dust off every one of your dated one-liners? Or do you want to have a match?
Look, I'm just trying to entertain these people after your awful dancing. I mean, I've seen better moves in a blind chess match.
If you want to entertain them so bad, then how about we give them a match they weren't expecting?
Well, if you keep boring everyone, pretty soon we're going to have an empty arena match.
I was thinking something more along the lines of no DQ.
You know what? I'll take that, and I'll do you one better. I know you've only been in Memphis for about a year, but I think everyone will agree that's a year too long. So how about we make this a no DQ, loser leave town match? Come on, Crossword. What do you say?
It's fitting your last match in Memphis is going to be in a baseball stadium because you just made the biggest error of your life. Oh, come on, that was just as good, if not better, than one of his lame jokes. Oh, shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
All right, let's do this, crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Now they're chanting crossword.
Kid Philo here again with a huge matchup of WWE Hall of Famer and Memphis legend Jerry the King Lawler taking on up-and-comer Trey.
Bitch. It's not crossword.
I can't believe this is now a loser leaves town match. If Jerry Lawler ends up having to leave Memphis, the city would go into a deep depression, emotionally speaking. Economically speaking, we'd probably be all right. It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver.
Oh, it's better than the fucking pile driver. I'm telling you that right now, bud.
I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but Jerry the King Lawler is a hometown hero. Trey, if you somehow send the King packing, you might want to consider hitting the road too, for your own safety. Which reminds me, Slaughter Stadium is a safe space and will not tolerate bullying or threats of any kind. Thank you. I can't believe Trey thought he was going to beat Ribby in a dance-off. That giant piece of meat has got some sweet and saucy moves. And here's your winner of the Loser Leaves Town match, Trey. Dang it.
But you're still leaving. I'm doing only one episode for now at least.
Look, I'm glad you won. I mean, you beat a legend, a WWE Hall of Famer, and that's huge. But you were out there playing with our careers just because you were too worried about a stupid dance-off, which allowed Lawler to get in your head.
I'm sorry I let King bait me into that match. Just, he was saying stuff about my parents and I lost my cool. You should get that.
Believe me, I do. But that's what Lawler does. He's made an entire career out of it. He had no idea you're adopted.
Good thing. I'm sure he would have had a field day with that.
Let's just move on from this. Apology accepted, okay?
What would have happened if I lost? Would you have stayed here in Memphis without me?
No. We're a package deal. Wherever you go, I go. But I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm having too much fun here. I mean, I just beat Lita.
I know, tonight was crazy. Do we have beat 2 Hall of Famers in one night on our list? If not, we should add it.
Hey, good match, kid. I didn't know what to expect after you lost to a giant rib in a dance-off, but you really brought it when it mattered.
Thanks. Sorry you have to leave Memphis now. I know you're a legend here, so that's gotta be tough.
Are you kidding? I'm not going anywhere. Do you know how many loser-leave-town matches I've lost in Memphis over the years? Well, not that many, actually. But still, that wasn't official. We never signed anything, did we?
No, I guess not.
Well, then there's your answer. Hey, you two have dinner plans?
No, why?
Well, you should stop by my restaurant. We have really good ribs.
Bad. That was bad. We logged in a rib, and now he's like, oh, you should go buy my restaurant. We have good ribs. Bitch. No one cares. Bitch. Oh my god. Welcome to 14th birthplace of MMA star Brooklyn Van Bond. Use our finger stock and number 2 payback to the city again to finish and win. This payback is where they hold RT plus Y to trigger it. Hey, Brooklyn Van Bond. Stupid whore. I died. Okay, I don't want to hear him snore. This is Pillow, the Memphis Sliders announcer. Would you mind recording a shout out for my twin sons? They're big fan and forget anything I said about you during your match. Guess trying to entertain that crowd.
Hey, it's your mom. We got the check you sent last week. Thank you. I was kind of hoping there'd be a letter from you or at least a return address so we could send you something. I guess you're not ready for that. Either way, we appreciate you paying us back for what you spent in Calgary. You must be doing okay to be able to do that. I guess that's good. Anyway, we're here if you ever want to talk. Okay? Okay, bye now. Love you.
God, awkward. Lita. Hey, it's Lita. Got your number from King. Good match out there. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Red. Stop sleeping.
Oh, pretty soon we're gonna have an empty arena match.
Fine, enter Trace Stream. Oh no. Who talks so clearly? Why was sleeping? Soon we're gonna have an empty arena match. Why? Ooh.
Hey, did you mean to put that on your story?
What? Stop.
Go look.
What?
Go look.
Kim Pillow back again with an empty arena match, or in this case, an empty stadium, which is only about 30 fans shy of a typical Memphis Sliders game.
Yeah. Woo! Yay.
King Lawler has had some of the most famous empty arena matches in history. This probably won't be one of them.
Oh, dick.
You know, I just realized something. If the stadium is empty, who am I even talking to? That's weird, man.
I don't know if... Okay, cool.
Lawler won't be able to rely on the home crowd advantage this time around, but if you ask me, I don't think he'll need it.
Ow, bitch. No. Bitch.
It's so quiet here without a crowd that you can hear the scurrying about of the concession stand rats.
Pin? Dang. Okay.
Now, just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have two 27-year-old man-children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a housefly.
But how are you kicking out one? How are you getting up so quickly?
This is one heck of a bonus match we're getting here tonight, folks. It just proves you never know what you're going to see at Memphis Slider Stadium. Like that one crazy stunt where they had monkey umpires for a game. I still maintain they did a better job than the real ones.
One, two, three.
Red and I ended up having a good run in Memphis, but eventually we wanted to check out some of the other indie hotspots around the country. And after a year or so of bouncing around, we made a name for ourselves in LA, where the indie scene was really taking off.
That's it. I'm leaving without you.
You can't do that. We're a package deal, remember? Besides, look who's headed our way.
Great.
I was wondering if she'd show up.
Relax. I'm not here to start anything, so don't get your collective skivvies in a bunch. This is the one day to put any past differences aside and honor your achievements, so congratulations. You've earned everything that's coming to you tonight.
Yeah, right.
What was that?
Maybe she has a conscience after all.
I seriously doubt that.
Forget her. Let's get back to your story. I think LA was where I first saw you two wrestle in person. Remember? We ended up having that series of matches against each other.
How could I forget? It led to one of the most embarrassing nights of my career.
Wait, embarrassing? No! No. Oh, look at that in the hair then? I'm done with this. I'm kidding. Episode 3 within how many days? A day. Episode 3 in a day. Well, not even a day. Okay, I built the first episode 19 hours ago. Almost a day. 5 years. 5 years. Oh my god. I'm too bent. I'm tired. I don't know what to do.
We battled each other in just about every type of match, except for one that also happened to be on the list. Wrestle in a crybaby match. And since you had the first and only crybaby match with Razor Ramon back in the day, this was the perfect time to cross it off.
Okay, I don't know what's this. Better say win the match.
Tickets go on sale for next month's event this Wednesday. This show sold out in 5 minutes, so good luck getting one. Any fans wearing wrestling masks must remove their masks first. We need to see your face to check your ID, people.
Climb. God.
haven't seen that before.
Was in a quad battle match, and I'm not that yeah. That happened.
Sorry I put your friend in a diaper, but there was no way I was gonna let that happen to me again.
Maybe it'll teach him to stop putting ridiculous things on our list, but probably not.
Hey, this isn't public knowledge yet, so keep it on the DL. The WWE is going to be holding an all-women's tournament later this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're calling it the Mae Young Classic. Triple H asked me to keep an eye out for talent, so I'll be watching your match tonight against Candice LeRae. Don't hold back.
I never do.
Oh, this stuff's all in my eyes. I can't see. I think I'm going blind.
I don't know why he's so cranky. I fed him and changed his diaper.
Any chance you can babysit during my match?
Why you crazy? I can't the diaper. Oh God. No! Why? Ball. What is WWE? What is 2K doing? Why am I playing this game? I want to make this game, but I want to make the career better, not making Vader look stupid. I don't want to make my dude look stupid. To make a bad guy look stupid. I don't want a bad guy to look stupid. I want a bad guy to do that. Yeah, we skipping. Yeah, we skipping Candice.
Update on the collapsed crane situation? It still sucks. Both sides of the 405 remain closed. If you don't live nearby in the valley, you might as well sleep in your car, if it hasn't been broken into. Not-so-friendly reminder, there is no smoking allowed in the building. If we get fined, you pay it. Plus, it's gross. FYI, we've gotten requests to do birthday announcements, and the answer is no. This isn't a baseball game, people.
Bam! Candice is fine, but getting her ass beaten. Candice is fine like wine. She's fine as wine. Look at her. He's fine.
We've been informed that a guy here has lost his wedding ring. If you find it, please turn it in. Or just pawn it. I don't care.
Okay, I'm picking it up. See if it's up here. Well, thank you. Candy.
Seriously, please leave our celebrity guests alone. They know you're big fans of their movies and TV shows. Just let them watch the match.
Whoop, whoop.
Look, you two are great, so I wish I could recommend you both for the Mae Young Classic, but Hunter said they're only looking to fill one spot right now.
You're really milking this decision. Get it? Because the crybaby match earlier? I've been hanging out with Trey too much. Please, continue.
I'm gonna have to recommend Candace. She's been doing this for over 15 years. Red, you've got a ton of potential, but you don't have anywhere near that kind of experience.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm sure we'll see each other again in the future. Like he said, I've been doing this a really long time, and you're one of the best I've ever seen. And you're only gonna get better.
I appreciate that.
I gotta go call my husband and tell him the good news.
No guarantees, but I'll definitely keep you in mind if WWE ends up doing this tournament again. Give me your contact info before you leave tonight, okay?
I will. Thanks.
Hey, I overheard what Xbox said. This is just a bump in the road. And tonight wasn't a total loss. At least I get to cross off wrestle in a crybaby match.
Give me that. Ugh, it smells like butt sweat. I told you not to keep the list in your tights.
Cost of doing business.
Win Mae Young Classic Tournament. See if you can air that out.
As our indie journey continued over the next couple of years, we got to have matches in a lot of cool places. But the one that stood out most was when we got to do a special show back in our hometown.
You've got to be kidding me.
And we thought our head couldn't get any bigger.
You know what? I'm not gonna let a stupid sign ruin this for us. Let's go.
This was our chance to show our friends and family just how far we had come. Well, at least our friends.
Okay. It better be on a good stopping point for me. Lucy, heard we might be wrestling tonight. I know it's your hometown, but don't expect me to take it easy on you. Hey, stranger, heard you're back in town for a show. You know I'll be there. Let me meet after. We have time have to commute forever. Later. It's a very old math teacher, Mr. Bowman. Will you be able to leave me ticket for the show tonight? Teacher salary?
Hey, you got both of us here. I know we haven't spoken in a long time, but we saw a flyer at the grocery store that said you're coming to town for a show.
We'd really like to come see what you do, Denver, and maybe it'd be our chance to put everything that happened behind us.
We don't want to make a scene or anything, so if we don't hear back from you, we won't come.
Screw that. I'm going either way, friend.
Honey, we can't do that. Maybe he wants his space.
But giving him his space while we thought he was at school is what got us into the situation to begin with. We should have been watching that kid like a hawk.
How do I delete the message? Damn it! Anyway, if you want to see us at the show, call us back, son.
Or don't. I'm coming either way.
Oh god, hold up. We have a lot of skill points. Problem is, we were on Raider, the Let's Drop Superstar. She have stuff. Now we need to mess with stuff for her. the poisonous. Hey, hold up. I'm going here to look at the tank buff. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna be done. Overwatch 61. Yeah, I mean, this will be the end of the video. That's why I'm doing this, guys. So you know. I want you guys to see what I have. Okay, Emily is Overwatch 61. We're gonna do stuff for him. Alright guys, I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Overwatch 61 for Wader and level 61 and Overwatch 61 for Wader and Overwatch 61 for Emily. Let's see. Boom, 61. 61. Okay, if you're in here, if you guys like it, please drop a like, comment below, subscribe. Post notifications upon the Raiders. Bye guys, on the video. Peace out.